Hey guys, Dino Gaming here, and today we're gonna be playing this, it's kind of like a text adventure type game. It's called The Escape, and, the whole point of it is we're being chased by the cops or whatever, and we have to escape. There's apparently 3 endings. I'm gonna try and get all 3, but, here we go. So, you hear sirens. Run. You hear your feet thump on the ground rhythmically as you try to concentrate both on your surroundings and on the options that stand before you. They don't know exactly where you are, but it won't take them long to find out. You could shove some guy off a bike and steal the bike. There were plenty of bikers passing by. You could keep running until you realize where the hell you were running to, or you could break into a parked car. But that's always a last resort, not because you don't know how. There was very little you didn't know about cars, but you never did like stealing them. Too recognizable. So, we're gonna steal a bike. You top a sweaty-looking guy off his bicycle with a single push and start paddling. Your conscience eases as you notice he seems like he could definitely afford another. Who the hell wears a Who the fuck wears a gem-patched belt to bike ride? Your breath and the effort is slowing you down as you try to navigate through the obstacles on the narrow pavement. You begin to hear the sirens building up behind you yet again. Not good. There's a car down the road and seems to be unlocked. Weird. You slide into the unlocked car, but it seems a bit too good to be real. Might as well, in your desperate situation, start the car. You tamper with the wires, and it doesn't take long before the engine comes to life. You drive down the road, still nervous. There's a bridge in front of you, and it leads to another city. You speed up, a bit calmer than usual. Someone tampered with the brakes. You go into the water of the bridge, trying to get out of the car, and luckily succeed, but it's too late. The air escapes your lungs as water surrounds you, and oxygen becomes just another thing you need and don't have. Your last thought is this: I wonder what my last thought will be. Okay, so I got the ending where I die. Let's try that again. Yep. You hear sirens. Run. The same thing. This time we're gonna keep running. You keep running. You pretend the sweat running down your neck is a result of stress. But you're well aware it's been a while. You hear the sirens getting closer, but they're less in number. They're splitting to search you. A dark alley branches from the side street you've been walking on, and you know damn well you wouldn't be able to run for much longer. On the other hand, it's too dark. It smells rather bad, so you could also keep straight. Let's go into the dark alley. The alley looks just as you expected, and smells a lot worse. There's a trash can, and your options are very few. It's risky, but for the sake of your hygiene and self-respect, you may prefer to stick against the wall. Hop into the trash can! You delve into the trash can, nearly throwing up from the smell. You've seen things before, and you've stood strong as your nostrils survived the stench of a 4-days-old body, but this was too fucking much. You wait, remembering the rule you've heard somewhere. It takes 90 minutes for the police to search an area before they pass to another. You could always run into a patrolling one, but that's a risk that's always there. You count the seconds down, listening to the noises around you. You wait. You finish counting, mentally rewarding yourself for not breaking out in tears. You peek out, more for a breath of relatively clean air than for a look. You decide there's nothing dangerous, or at least nothing worth staying another second in there. You climb out and notice a black long limousine blocking your way out. Baffled at the strange sight, you decide to tap on the blackened window. There was no response, but the engine was clearly running, and the door was unlocked. Heck, you could just open it and go inside. On the other hand, you've had enough trouble for today, and the alley was another way out. And go inside. You open the black door to find two men in the back seat, both with the physique and the expression of hired thugs, both with faces just a tad bit too soft to be ones. The thug pulls and holds you in, closing the door. You hear a voice, and in a few moments of confusion, you realize the one speaking is in the driver's seat. You were certain that if thugs were hired, he was the one to hire them. Confess. You realize what you should have done as soon as you stepped into the car. Are undercover cops. Cops who now have a confession. Fuck. You stare blankly as some unimportant officer reads you your rights and cuffs you. You start to run things in your memory, hoping something, maybe an old lesson from Uncle's training, could help you. Yes, you remember. You reach into your back pocket, trying to get one out. You've always had a bobby pin with you ever since your uncle told you how to break a lock with one. You find something else there too. A flat, thin piece of metal. A distant memory teaches you could break the lock with that too. And you figure your uncle must have slipped that in your pocket sometime this morning, knowing you might get arrested. The cop that was supposed to be guarding you grabs your hand, seeing the pin, and gives you a snarky smile. Without a word, that's it. That's it. You get pushed into a seat that smells out of sweat and other various body fluids, and close your eyes, knowing that your freedom is never to be achieved again. Let's restart it. Alright. So you're going to run. You're going to keep running. You're going to go into the alley. You're going to stick against the wall. Okay. You hear them getting closer. Oh, I should have done the... rewind. We can't rewind? Fine. Okay. You hear them getting closer. The smell of trash seems less horrible than before. They might not go into the alley, but the idea of jumping in a trash can seems better now, or you can keep doing that shit. A copper with a flashlight goes into the alley. Fuck. You stare blankly at some unimportant blah 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 blah. Let's try the... You hear the lock on the worn-out handcuffs break and smile weakly, waiting for your chance. The officer who's supposed to watch you until you get into the police car turns. Quick, this is a trance. Run. Oh, okay. Let's keep running. Into the alley again. Trash can. We wait. The limousine. Okay. The limo sails away as you wonder of its reasons. You need to think. This could be a relatively safe area to be in, but your stomach is so. There's an old. We're gonna stay in the alley. There's an old dented car following you, and you seem to have no idea where you fucking are. It seems decent. Whatever. Go into the car. As soon as you open the door of the car, you get violently pulled by a strong hand. The door is shut behind you, and fear begins to cripple down your spine. As yet cold metallic tip, presumably a gun, is held against the back of your neck. You run your options through your mind as a large bearded man asks you a question with an accent you can't manage to recognize. We know you have it, and this can go both ways, son. I don't have time to sit here and chat. Give me the drive now. What, Chip? What the fuck do you want? I've had more than enough of this bullshit today. I'll give you whatever you want if you leave me alone. It's supposed to be on your body somewhere. Jerome was supposed to slip it on you if you'd ever been in a mess with those fucking coppers. You recognize that name. Your uncle rarely called that way, but the name brings it up. You slide your hand down into your pockets, reach what was poking you since you've woken up that day, and hand the small device to the hand stretched before you. You should have known. Hell, Uncle Jerry was the only one you knew who could get into such trouble. The cold steel is no longer held against you, and you attempt to get out of the car, assuming this nightmare of a day is over. But the bearded man, whose accent you now recognize as both Brazilian and Russian, well, he had more to say. Your uncle was an asset to us, you know. You turn to him and question his intentions. He was, but if you don't mind, I don't exactly like to bullshit things. We have a free position at the moment, and we need someone to fill out your uncle's spot, and you'll do. Listen, I'm very complimented about the offer, but it's too much of a risk, and no need, Sonny. I understand your reasons. We did decide to leave you a reward for your cooperation, if you don't mind. You must have seemed a bit shocked as the bearded man winked your way. His intercom pulls aside next to a shiny new car, which is by closer inspection unlocked. Beardy nods for approval, and you step off the dented car facing against it. You slide into the locked car. I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. So I figure I'm gonna just hotwire the car. Against your morals and for your better judgment or future in this case, you decide to break into the car. You smash the window and unlock the door, tampering with the wires of the simply poorly cared for vehicle before you. The gas tank is not well and fully either, but you assume it'll fit your needs. Your needs until you get away from those cursed coppers. You reach a T-junction and your options stand before you. You could turn left or right. Left. You turn left and notice that the cops are following you now. You silently hope for luck, a risk, or anything, but the world works the way it is. Just as expected, the gas tank is empty and you have nowhere to go. You need to reconsider your options. Let's steal the bike. I'm gonna die again. Let's not even bother. So we're gonna steal the car. We're gonna go right. While you were busy reconsidering your options, arranging your thoughts, looking at the possibilities, and other things that were necessary if you had any time to waste, the cops closed the gap and reached you. Fuck. That one. Run. Keep running. I'm curious, can I... You hear the sirens getting louder and louder, right behind your back. You stop running, giving excuses to yourself about it looking more suspicious, but really you can't. You move your stare down to the pavement and stick an earbud in your ear, hoping to seem normal, to be overlooked, but the police car stops behind you. Fuck. Well, we're gonna not go that way. Go into the trash. We're gonna wait. Limousine. Go inside. Don't confess. One of the thugs pulls a knife and holds it up with a bit more and a meaningful stare. The voice in the driver's seat is heard again, this time softer. We could help you, you know. This could go one way or the other. You beg for your life, and it seems your efforts are paying off, but not in the way you thought. The thug seems more frustrated by it than anything, and his driver commands them to let you go. And they push you out of the car violently. You were surprised for a moment, yes. But then you realize it. They were undercover cops. Good thing you didn't confess, hey? The limo sails away. I can't remember what I did here. Did I... Well, so I think that's pretty much long enough. Yeah, so if you want to try this out yourself, see if you get a different ending, as I was trying to do. But, yeah, I'll have the link down as usual. So if you like the video and the commentary, leave a like and a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. So thanks for watching. Alright, bye.